Hi, I'm Rachel Andrews. Welcome to Everyday Athlete. On this week's video, we're going to go for a little swim and then I'm going to cook up my current favourite post-swim snack on the little stove that I've just got hold of. So hopefully that'll go to plan. This is the first time I've used a stove. Let's see how it goes. It's been looking a little bit like it might going to chuck down soon, but I'm hoping I'm in the lee of the land enough that I won't at least be affected by the wind that I can see further out there on the ripples. And it won't really belt down because that might scupper my attempts at cooking my post-swim snack, and I'll be really disappointed by that. Anyway, we'll take it as it comes. Haven't got in here just quite here before, and I can see there's quite a few big lumps of concrete and things and stones underneath the water, so I'm just treading real careful. But as you know, I'm only going to walk into about waist deep, then I'm going to lower in and spend my 1 minute just getting my body used to the temperature. Oh, and on this occasion, that's me just there. Whew. Stop the clock. So I've chosen this location because I did think it was going to be really windy, and the wind direction should be coming off the land, which is what it's giving at the moment. I'm really hoping it doesn't rain because I'm desperate to try out this little stove. I've seen a few other people using them, and I just thought what a smashing thing that would be to actually cook something on the beach. So it's nothing fancy, but it is pretty tasty. And while I'm cooking it, or while either it's heating up, I don't know how long all of that's going to take, I'm going to do a beach clean just to pass the time and to make use of my time. Nice to be back in the water again, albeit a little bit chillier than I had at first expected. I absolutely love swimming here on the edge of the Solent, looking across to my friends over in Gurnard on the Isle of Wight, giving them a little wave. There's always something going on here. We don't get very big waves, and we don't get very exciting sea conditions here, but we certainly get plenty of traffic to look at, although not quite as close in as I am here. Saying that, this green marker buoy just here is the edge of the channel for the Beaulieu River, and then it heads off to that next green one. So I'm outside of the channel, but there's certainly stuff that goes past that I can get a good look at, and I really love that, sharing the water with so many other people doing so many different things. Today we've got a dredger over there by the island, we've got some yachts out there. I've seen a couple of yachts come past me while I've been swimming, and the odd fishing boat. It really is a pretty interesting place to be in the water, and I thoroughly recommend it. So this is my new exciting possession. It's Bushcraft Essentials bushbox, and it is the nattiest thing ever. A little, you can see how flat it is, less than a centimetre across. And then I open it up, drop the ash bit down, drop the bit I'm going to stand the burny things on, and that's me. It's done, ready to go. So being a bit of an amateur and not knowing quite how warm this thing's going to get, I brought along a pair of garden gloves to handle it when it gets hot. It's also got the little pouch I'm going to put to the side, and I've been collecting driftwood. I just thought, how cool is that to be able to collect driftwood to then cook something with it while you do a litter pick? Just seems like a perfect circle of life to me. Let's see how we get on. So I need to put some little bits in here. They only need to be tiny, if you look at the size of this, to get it going. Well, now that's started up nicely and remarkably easily, I'm going to get my little recipe ready. So I've got a couple of mess tins here. What I'm going to make is some stewed fruit. Doesn't sound that exciting, but when you've been in the water that is quite exciting, I think. So I've got half an orange, which I've already peeled. Just going to pull that into little chunks. Cut them in a second. So just cut those up a little bit and pop them into the tin. Next up is the pear. Probably should have taken the core out. A bit difficult with this knife. This knife is probably more for tackling getting away from bits of fishing wire than actually cooking with, but we'll make it work. So just chop some chunks. Next up we've got a bit of a mixture. I tried to put it all into a tiny thing so that it would fit into the mess tins. So I've got a couple of plums. I've got some, I think 13 grams of sultanas and half a teaspoon of mixed spice, which I'm just going to chuck the whole lot in. The plums, I'm just going to take the stone out and then chop them in, kind of willy-nilly. Then all I'm going to do is add some water to it and just leave it on there to cook while I do a bit of a beach clean. Okay, there's my little mixture. Plums, orange, pear and some sultanas, and then I'm just going to add some water, about 100 mils. When I say about 100 mils, it's coming out of here and I don't have any way of measuring it, so I'm just going to chuck some on. That's probably all right. Okay, we're almost there. I've just popped these two little, I think they're called trivets on there to support my pan. And now I can pop that on the top like that. It's starting to simmer. I'm really chuffed with that. It's starting to simmer. Ooh, this smoke's hurting my eyes. So I'm going to pop this over the top so it doesn't boil dry while I'm litter picking, if I can get it to do it. Well, it's certainly starting to smell nice, so let's have a little look inside. Let's hope this comes off easily. Ooh. Oh my word! Oh my word, look at this. That looks good. I'll just give it a bit of a... Oh, do you know what? I think it's almost ready. Yum, yum, yum. This is going to be hot. Let's test a little bit. Oh, that is good. Can't believe I never thought about this before. I think I'm going to tuck in. Just sort myself out some hot squash. And get involved with this. Oh, I nearly knocked it off then. I mean, look at that. Look at that lovely fruit. Oh, how am I going to hold this now? This is a bit cockeyed because I'm right-handed. I'm not massively happy holding it in my right hand and eating my left. Never mind. I'll make do. Tastes like fruity gold. I've been so excited by the process of this, how quickly my little burner heated up, that I literally have no idea how long this has taken. But I don't think it's very long, maybe, I don't know, 15 minutes total. Awesome. So easy to do. That was brilliant. Big thumbs up for the bushbox, and it was so efficient. It hasn't even used up all of the wood that I put in there. So the bits that I've just picked up on my litter pick will be useful for my next one. If by any chance you're interested in the recipe for this MasterChef item of stewed fruit, I'll pop it in the description below. I think the mixed spice really makes it. Let me know in the comments about the kind of snacks that you have afterwards. I'm interested in healthier ones. I'm trying to eat a little bit more healthily and trying to make my snacks interesting and healthy, and those two things seem to be a bit of a challenge. So drop in the comments below your top tips and give me any ideas about what I could cook on this little bad boy. Okay, I can dispose of the ashes now. What I'm going to do is dig a hole, put them in there, stamp them out, and then mush water into them to really make sure it's cooled down, because I don't want to leave a hot spot on the beach. Okay, that's it, empty. Well, that's it, nice and easily sorted with the ashes. And actually, I can already pick it up with my hands. It's not really that hot anymore. That's because I got the titanium version, so it cools down super quickly. Really pleased with this bit of kit, and you'll be seeing a bit more of it in a few other videos as and when it makes sense. And who doesn't love a bit of warm food? I hope you've enjoyed this week's video, and that if you have, you'll drop me a comment and let me know of any ideas you have for things that I could cook on this little tiny stove. And if you enjoy the content, please consider subscribing to my channel. I'd love to have you along, and I'll see you next Tuesday. Bye!